Welcome to the video. If you enjoy these videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't, give them a thumbs down. If you want the best bike buyer's guide, visit Durianrider.com. My ebook, Durianrider's Lean Body Bible, Bike Buyer's Guide in there. Let's go to the secondhand bike market. I'm a huge fan of the secondhand bike market. Today we're in Melbourne, Australia. These prices are in Australian dollars. And if I critique any of these sales, don't take it personally. It's nothing about you. I'm just giving my honest opinion of the market value of the bike. First up, we have a giant TCR. Beautiful bike. 2016 Dura-Ace 9070 group set. So it's the old 11-speed Chris Froome group set. Richie Port group set, great group set. Great group set. The cranks are known for cracking though. All right, so I'm going to show you the pros and cons to these bikes. I can see here this has been ridden, slammed. So I'm feeling it's a bit of a racer bike. It's probably been raced. The seat's been forward slammed. The bars, the stem's slammed, and there's not a proper spacer. Steer tube support in there, so that fork could be cracked. If I was going to buy this bike, it's a very nice bike. If I was going to buy it, I would want that fork dropped out for inspection. We're looking for the ring of death, and we're looking for that crack at the bottom insertion point of the stem there, which is pretty common, unfortunately. They do start to crack. I had a friend, Marco, his TCR started to develop that crack because he was riding it uncut, uncircumcised steerer. And because it's overdrive 2, inch and a quarter, you can't really get a super deep plug in there to go beyond. You've got space on top of the stem. Hopefully that makes sense over the top of your head for a lot of people. These rims, they're alright. They're pretty nice. Again, it depends on the condition of this bike. From the photo, it looks really good condition, but we need to see closer ups. But yes, they're asking $3,500. Dreaming. If this bike gets, is it worth $3,500? This bike's worth $10,000. This bike's worth $10,000. But what's the market value? I'm going to say about $1,500. $1,500. If it's mint condition, maybe $2,000. And how do I know that? Because in Brisbane recently, one like this sold as well. Same group set, different wheels and a similar frame, but yeah, it was $1,800, and it was mint condition, a medium. So, and that didn't sell for ages. It was advertised at $2,000, sold for $1,800. So, let's go to the next one. But yeah, fantastic bike, better than this. This is lighter than the current 2021 disc brake TCR, and a lot cheaper. Yeah. Next up, we have this one here. This is just $40 for one of the best wheel sets. One of the best wheel sets out there. $40, not stolen either. These are 2012 giant PSL R1s. I've had a few pairs of these. Great wheels. Spokes can be a bit faffy to buy new ones because they're threaded from both ends. Your rims you can get spare. They're like a DT Swiss Tricon spoke nipple. Hubs are DT Swiss. Look at that. This person said that they're thrashed at the end of their life, approaching end of life. This person is very sincere, but sincerely wrong. These wheels have a lot more life left. I can tell by just how fresh that end cap looks. Because it's crusty. No, this is a fresh end cap. I know, and also the gouging on the cassette body is quite minimal. A lot of life less than these bad boys. And look at this, these fuzzy photos don't do it any justice. Bit of corrosion there, which is fine. It's just cosmetic. So yeah, definitely if they scrub these wheels up, they could probably sell them for $100, $200, $300. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And when was this even listed? We don't know when it's listed. You know what I mean? We don't know when it's listed. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. $40. $40 Australian for one of the best wheel sets out there. If you're under 75 kilos. Because if you're a Clydesdale 90 kilo person, then you might be popping spokes. But these wheels are sick. I don't know, I've got 2 pairs of them. They just roll so nice. DT Swiss internals, fantastic. All right, let's go to Specialized. I like to use Specialized because a lot of their bikes, I dislike a lot of their bikes, but Specialized is a pretty international brand, so I can get a feel what's going on here. $10,000. Who's going to spend $10,000 on a second-hand bike with no warranty? Dreaming. It looks to be in good condition. It looks to be in great condition. Generally, people who buy these bikes, have a lot of coin and they don't have much time. Between family and dogs and soccer mums and stuff like that, and being a barrister or whatever, it's not much time left to actually go and ride and enjoy the bike. So these bikes are generally meticulously, fastidiously maintained. So this looks to be one of those bikes. It's got the brand new GP5000. I can smell the brand new rubber from here. It's got proper spaces under the stem, and it hasn't been slammed. We're sure it hasn't in previous rides. But yeah, it looks to be in very good condition with $10,000 dreaming. All right, what's market value for this bike? It's an SL6. So anyone who wants the S-Works these days wants the SL7, which is a slug. Market value, this part of the group set, $1,500. Wheels, or they're disc wheels, so they're relevant, so about $1,000 for the wheels, frame, and parts maybe $1,000, so we've got 2.5, max $3.5 market value. Let's click off that. Let's go back to here. With this SL5 Tarmac mechanical Ultegra 6800 35. Dreaming, man, dreaming. That's a big size of it. Looks like a 61. Dreaming even harder. Big size frames are like 44s. They're just really, really hard to sell. Looks to be in great condition. Yep, it's in pretty good condition. Very nice and clean. Yeah, very clean. Chain rings look like there's original stock. Hasn't been used much at all. No Q factor rub there. Not much scratching on the end of the crank tips. Not much chain suck going on there at all. Derail looks brand new. Fulcrum wheels, so they look like stock maybe. No, they're not. Oh, I don't think they're stock, but not. Yeah, it looks to be very, very good condition. So yeah, a fair price, but dreaming. Maybe $1,500 because this is old stock. People want the latest and greatest. People want a lot for everything, but nothing. It's definitely a buyer's market right now. Buyer's market. Listen, 2 weeks ago, they've dropped it from 3.4 to 3.2. Like, you're not going to get 3.2 for this bike. It's a very, very nice bike, and it looks to be in great condition. But you're not going to get that much money for it, man. It's had a crash there, a little scratchy tip there. So again, if it's got carbon bars, it looks a bit dirty around here. It's had a scratch there, so it's been crashed. So we've got a crashed Chinese carbon bike for 3.2. And does that? I mean, that's a bit of a sound bite there, but everyone crashes their bikes, and most of these bikes come out of China. Specialized, Canyon, Pinarello, Pragma, Cannondale, etc., all come out of China and then painted over in Taiwan, etc. Largely by Filipino workers, which is fine. That's just the industry. Immaculate, done 1,000 Ks. Never raced. Here we go. Never raced. Never crashed. Only small scratches and RD and right shifter from one lane drop. So all right. So I just sent these wheels to a friend, Gene. Spotter's fee, mate. Spotter's fee. So it's done 1,000 Ks. Would that scratch happen because of the drop at the cafe? It can. It could. Okay, we'll give them that. We'll trust them on that one. The wheel set is prime from Wiggle, but they're not going to get that much money for it. They're not. All right, they're not. What else got here next? SL6 again. People can think probably they're going to upgrade to an SL7. In my opinion, the SL6 is a better riding bike. SL7's just too plushy, gravelly. So 4.7 Ultegra disc. Is that a scratch on the down tube? Is that a scratch? Yep, that's a scratch. That's just like instantly going to devalue the bike. I mean, I wouldn't care personally, but people are going to buy this cycling super anal retentive. If it's got a scratch, knock off a few grand. Market value for that one, let's part it up. Wheel set, what wheel set we got in there? CL50s, so about $1,000 for them because they're, because the current model, grand, 500, 15, maybe $3,000 or less. Under $3,000 actually. Maybe group set, $800. Around $2,500. Here we go. Here we got an SL6. This is a nice bike. This is a very nice bike. 6.8, dreaming. Beach road bike. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. CL50 wheels. Looks to be in good condition. DI2. But yeah, 6.8. Dreaming. What's the market value? It's rim brakes. $2,000. 2,000, $2,500. Literally rim brakes, man. Because the S-Works logo, it's worth a bit more. This one here could be fake. There was a lot of fake Venges out there. I'm not saying this one is, I'm just saying it could be. So beware of that if you're buying a Venge. A lot of fakies out there. It's very, very dirty. Look at how dirty that is. Looks like my bike. Whenever the bike's super dirty, you know that you'll be able to lowball them. You know, you'll be able to, when I see dirt on a bike, I just start salivating and I'll say, yeah. 3, 2, 1, lowball. Look at that dust and dirt and beach road grime. Give him $50. I'll give you $50, mate. But you know, carbon bars, rest of red flag. Again, a bike like this, these are great. These Venges that go right. You're definitely better than the current model Venge by far. But yeah, you want to drop the fork out and check for ring of death, things like that. Crack around the seat post. But yeah, what's it? Asking 2.8. How much is this bike going to sell for? If it get
for 4.
Yeah, he had it for $4,000. There's a cat bite my ankle.
Don't you dare put those claws near my pants.
Oh, here we go. Give me a hand of some pussy here. A little pussy face. Yeah. What's this market value for this bike? Because it's so dirty and well used and well loved, I'm gonna say $1,000. Give him $1,000. That's what my old boss Keith Long would say. He was a good boss. Here we go. He got a Merida Reactor. Carema tubulars on there. It's like Carema tubulars. $1,500. Yeah, that's a fair price. That's a fair price. Some Cerium Elites. Is that Cerium Elites as well? Not much information there. It's really hard to sell a bike if you don't have much information. Yeah, the more info you got, the better. This looks like it. These reactors are great. This is definitely faster than the current reactor. So $1,500. That's a fair price. You know, it's got Ultegra on there. Looks like Ultegra 6700, but it's just not going to sell. You know, it's just they're the Cerium Elites. That's or Quips. That's not going to sell. $1,500. You know, what's it worth? What would it sell for? Yeah, maybe $800. $800 a lot, maybe. You know, it's a buyer's market out there, people. This one here we go, 9.5 down to 8.5. You have to knock out $5,000 off that, boss. Beautiful looking bike, and this is a very nice photo. This person knows how to take photo. It's a great photo. Look at that. It's a beautiful photo. But that price, man, $8.5 for that Batman. You know, head tube was a pain in the bum. The back wheels would often fall out. They'd recall in this frame, I think. But yeah, see, this photo is very nice. It highlights the chromolescence, colored shifts and changes. Very clean. S-Works, you know, traditional stuff like that. SRAM, E-tap disc. So this bike probably might be about 12 kilos. But yeah, you know, nice and clean. It's power saddle, not a bad saddle. It's a 61. Dreaming. All right, if this is a 52 or a 54 or a 56, which is a high value, high demand size, you know, you might get $3,000. Listed 10 weeks ago. Like, you know, it's the old 11-speed E-tap. You know, it's got a cork power meter on there. You know, it's like, you know, it's, you know, what have we got in here? It's a decent wheels. So, I mean, I'm going to say, you know, it's that old E-tap. Yes, nobody wants that anymore. Disc is, I'm going to say $2,500. $2,500. You know, $2,500. If you got $2,500, $3,000 max, $3,000 max for this, you'd be doing well. All right, well, here we've got another Venge. That's the same bike as we saw before. We've got another Venge over here. It always does make me have a bit of a giggle. So we've got $4,000 for a Venge that's, you know, almost 10 years old. Purchased 5 years ago from the original owner who purchased that in 2011. So we've got a bike that's 10 years old, a decade old, and we're trying to get $4,000. Dreaming. It's got like a forced derailleur on there. So if someone's had a crash and smashed up the rear derailleur at some points, there might be some damage to the bike. Again, we all want to check the fork, ring of death. The ring of death, we want to check out that fork. And the good thing about these Venges is to drop the fork out of this bike is very, very simple and easy. If it's a disc brake Venge, book it in for a service, pay $300, blah, 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 blah. You know, This is a nice Venge, but $4,000 dreaming. It's in good condition, looks like, isn't it? Very clean, well maintained bike. Well maintained bike. It's got a Praxis BB in there, so slip fence OSBB slippage. What's it going to go for? See, it's got the force derailleur on there, so I've had some damage at some point. Someone's ripped a derailleur out. What's it going to go for? $1,200. Market value $1,200. All right, so yes, Gene is buying them for himself. Gene. So we look after people. We look after Durianrider fans. Get your deals. Everybody who hangs around me, or wherever my coaching group or in person, gets the sickest deals. All right, sickest deals. Here we go, $900 Lapierre. We've got here carbon Lapierre. Bit of a paint, just an interesting place to get a chip down there. This bike looks thrashed. It's been ridden on the grass that morning. And just come back from your mum's house. Look at this joint. Look at this thing. This looks like one of those bikes that was given to 7 junior riders just doing beach road laps and riding up Mount Bawbaw in the big ring. This bike is thrashed with a capital T. Look at those chain rings, man. They're like a meth head from Footscray's teeth. You know what I mean? Far out. Those teeth are chomped out, man. Yeah. The main reason people lose their teeth on meth is dehydration. So make sure you stay hydrated, kids. This is a Lapierre Sensium, $900. This bike would be able to tell you a lot of stories. This bike has done many a bunch ride. This looks like you used olive oil to lube the chain. I can see some olive oil solidifying on there. Look at that, in the derailleur pulleys getting chunked out. So yeah, this bike definitely be checking for Ring of Death. That cat's playing guitar strings out there. Look at that seat post. Look at that rust. There's one of the Tioga spiderweb saddles. This is good entertainment. Those Durace 700 cranks are thrashed. But yeah, this is a good one. $900. What's it worth? I just keep it, man. Just keep this bike. This bike knows too much. It's seen too much. Just keep it. Just keep it. It's been a loyal friend. Keep it. Because it's only probably worth about $200. Literally market value $200. The most thrashed Lapierre in Melbourne. Looks like we've got a custom painted S-Works Tarmac. I don't remember this colourway at all. This looks like a colourway. Take care of those cats, Natasha. Take care of that pussy.
You're not going out.
Frame bought and she's been. See that? She's body shaming the cats. We witnessed that on YouTube there. So we've got two. This is a SL2 Tarmac. Is it an SL2? Oh, it is 2. But it's been resprayed. 2 dreaming 4 weeks ago. What's this bike going to go for? Maybe $1,000. Assuming it's a real S-Works, what does a real S-Works even mean? They're all the same frame pretty much. You know, it's got Fact 12 or Fact 11 or Fact 10R. It's like, man, you know, does it? Does it really? Is there a difference other than the sticker? Is there a difference other than the sticker? Is it true that they just pick the lightest frames off the line? You know what I mean? Is it true they cost the same to make? You didn't hear that from me. This is a nice bike. The SL3 Project Black Project, Black Lives Matter. Nice bike. 7K to build back in the day. I'd agree on that. It's a Roubaix. SL3. Wow. It's in very good condition. Di2 Durace. Di2 Ultegra. Looks to be in great condition. 2-3 grand. This bike's worth $1,000. Would I even buy it for $1,000? I've got enough bikes, but yeah. It's an SL3. This bike's over a decade old. Durace wheels, they're nice wheels. C24 10-speed. It's 10-speed. It's a decade old. You know, it's a Roubaix. It's a 56, so it's a good size to have. It's got the battery, zip tied to the down tube. You know what I mean? Which I don't care. But I'm just saying market value $1,000. $1,000. These were the good Roubaix. These were the Roubaix that actually were lightweight. And then the SL4 came out, and that was a kick-ass Roubaix. So, yeah, this is a nice bike. What's it worth? Max $1,000. 10-speed Ultegra. non-disc. And even though it's better than the lighter than the disc brake ones, I'm saying. Look, well, here we go. Melbourne has a lot of bike addicts, and they should come to Adelaide and bring your bikes over here. We got CAD 4. This is a very interesting colorway. This is a limited edition. I've never seen this before. Interesting. It's a CAD 4. So yeah, it's a CAD 4 because the CAD 5, well, the CAD 6 had the BB30. Interesting. There's a few CAD 4s with BB30s, wasn't there? No, it was a CAD 6. That's what it was. CAD 5 was no BB30. I should know that. But, yeah. Interesting colorway. Bike addiction. Vintage. Huh. Wow, look at hearing that head tube thing there. Wow, what a cool little bike. The CAD 4s, 5, 6, and 7 were susceptible to cracking through here. So if you ever get one, take the derailleur off, take the back wheel out, and check both sides. If there's a hairline crack, you know it's going to crack. So don't sprint out the saddle on them. But this is a cool wow. There's old Calder forks bringing back. I remember doing the 1999 Canberra tour, and there's one of these Cannondales there. Not this exactly the same, but that fork. Wow, interesting. Collectible bike. It is collectible, but who's still collecting these days? I would buy this bike. What I've offered for this bike, it's an Ultegra 6500 group set. You know, what's going on with this fork here? Is that A-head? What's this? This is interesting. Bit of a backyard hack there. I'd be ditching those bars and stem in the recycling bin. It's got the old Roubaix 7700 cranks in there. It's got the Footscrew meth teeth going, a bit of wear. Yeah, I mean, I would probably offer maybe $300 this bike, and I'd strip it and put on a Roubaix grip set on there and some serums. Looks like a size 54. Well, that's cool. We got a giant Propel Dura-Ace, $2,000 with some Mavic Axims on there. Looks to be in good condition. Wow, it is in this is in mint condition. Very, very good condition. Oh, wow. Very good condition. You know, got some super lightweight carbon chain. You know, like it's very, very good condition bike. Mint condition. We're gonna call this mint condition. Wow, look at that. Even there's not much scratches on the chain. Stays there. Oof, look at that. Mint condition. Wow. A mint condition, massive Bandingo stem, Propel. 4 days ago, and it's like, look at that. There's not even many marks in the ISP. This is a mint condition. That saddle is definitely a impotence-inducing saddle. Those brakes are crap house for most people. But yeah, $2,000. That's a fair price. It's a fair price, but it won't sell for $2,000. It just won't, unfortunately. I remember when Marcel Kittel debuted this bike in the TDU. I think it was 2014, was it? What's it going to go for? Maybe $1,000. But yeah, nice bike. Pretty about those brakes though, and in very good condition. Well, here we go. Look at this. 2002 gravel bike cyclocross. Damn. Wow, I remember that colorway. That's a nice looking color, isn't it? It's like a coral blue and a red parrot aqua. Well, that's cool. Wow, this is definitely. Melbourne has all these collectible bikes. Melbourneites, bring your collectible bikes and bring your over-caffeinated, depressive asses over to Adelaide. We've got some amazing rides here for you. Alright? And don't forget to say good day. Spotter's fee, please, people. It's $950. What's it going to go for? It's worth $950 to the right person. I'm going to say $500. Beautiful colour. This is a beast. We'll make this one the last one. I'll get some more carbs into me. A Merida Lampre Scultura. Man, Melbourne's got all the collectibles, hasn't it? It's a bit of a bits of bike. It's got some Cannondale branded hologram wheels in there. It's got a 7900 group set, which I don't think Lampre was sponsoring when they had the 7900 group set. I think it was 9000 debuted with that team. I think it was 2013. But yeah, so that's a nice colour. I like that. Each their own, but yeah. Yep. Yeah, well, it's in good condition. 225, dreaming. Absolutely dreaming. Skateboards in the back. beautiful bike. Beautiful bike. Well, very nice bike. Syntace bars in there. So it's been built up. You know, something's going on here. Some sort of build up. But yeah, 2.5. What's it worth? $1,000. Give them $1,000 or less. Give them $1,000. That's BMC. Let's have a BMC. BMC people always try to get more money than their bike's worth typically. Alright, so low mileage BMC was asking 3.7 dreaming, and down to 2.4 already. Dream 10 speed Ultegra mechanical. Yeah, dreaming, absolutely dreaming. It's in great condition. It is in great condition. That's so there were the 6700 10 speed group set with some old DT Swiss on there. A Garmin, we'll chuck a Garmin in there for you, and a little bell for Melbourne bike cops and the Yarra. But yeah, absolutely dreaming. Nice little wheel set. What's this going to go for? $700. $700. All right, last one. We see rim brakes. We have one more. So this is bike pictured without pedals is 6.9 kilos. How can it be lighter than that? How can it be lighter than that? I can be lighter than 6.9. What are those wheels? Maybe those wheels are heavy. 3.2. Dreaming. Absolutely dreaming. Nice bike though. Love this colour. Looks great. Great photos. Great clear photos. Fantastic photos. Fantastic photos. Giving a lot of description here. You know, so this person's very organised. Well, you know, like this person's done an immaculate presentation of this bike. The write-up's perfect. All the photos are fantastic. Look at that. This bike's in immaculate condition. It's worth 3.2. It's worth 3.2, but it's not going to get 3.2. You know, who's going to spend $3,200 when they could walk into 99 bikes and get a disc brake bike? They'll go down the Trek shop, get a Trek or a Giant disc brake bike. Disc brakes has crushed the floor, rotted the floor out of the rim brake market. This bike's in immaculate condition. This bike would kick ass over any Focus out there right now. Absolutely kick ass. Beautiful. What do you think of this colour bike, Natasha? You rate it?
I like it.
Natasha, she was checking it over her shoulder. Yeah, she had the female eyes scanning the room, and she's seen this bike. She's like, I like it. You know, it is a very nice bike. Victoria wheels. Wow, beautiful colourway. Very nice. It's like the Factor style as well. So there. So what's it worth? I mean, it's worth $10,000. You know, it's way better than the current Focus. Way better than the current Cervelo. This is way better than the SL7. Way better than the Amonda SLR disc. Way better. What's it going to sell for? Is parted out. Frame set, $500. Wheels, Victoria wheels, $100. That's $600. Group set, $600-700. What do you got? Maybe $1,500. If this bike sells for more than $1,500, I will be surprised. I'll be surprised. It's a looks like it'd be an extra small, like a little 50 pocket rocket bike. You know the frame's small and the chain looks so big on it. That is the deal, gang. And they even matched up the valves and the logos, right? So this person's almost looking like a professional. This almost looks a bit this smacks professional bike seller, maybe a reseller, which is fine. It's a job, a respectable job. But yeah, I'd be very surprised if they got more than $1,500 for this bike if you part it out, and then you get your value out there. Thanks for watching. If you like him, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. I got an obsession with Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree. Some of the deals out there. Wow. Some of the deals out there. Why would you buy a brand new bike today when you can get a near new bike, you know, for half the price, and it'll be better performing? But again, if you buy a bike from Bike Shop, you're going to get service, warranty, etc. Expertise. Hopefully you do anyway. Hopefully you do. So it is in quite interesting sort of market right now, you know. Quite interesting sort of market. The first time ever we've had this in the cycling world, ever. We've got Facebook, we've got disc brakes, we've got rim brakes, cheap as chips, and we've got the cold corona bike shortage thing going on there. But everybody wants disc brakes, man. Rim brakes is peasants. It's like, are you living in 1896? You got rim brakes on your bike? You're a peasant? Do you need some food stamps? Do you get welfare check? You got rim brakes. What's that? You know? Crazy times.